everybody, and welcome to another episode of Third Eye with Lorelei. It's a little bit different right now because I am video recording, so welcome to the very first episode of video recorded Third Eye with Lorelei. So today I have the exquisite pleasure and honor of interviewing Reese and Lo from AuraShields. And these two incredible women built this store from the ground up with their own two hands, and they make these gorgeous pieces of art and jewelry, and it is all to protect your aura utilizing the crystal shungite. So without further ado, let's hear all about their incredible story and about the amazing power of shungite with this very first video interview on Third Eye with Lorelei. Okay, hello. Hi, Lo and Reese.
How you doing?
Hi. So welcome to Third Eye with Lorelei. You guys are my very first video interview for my podcast. I'm so excited to have you here. Thank you so much for agreeing to be here and to talk with me on the show today. How are you guys?
Good.
We're doing good.
Thank you for inviting us.
Oh, yeah.
It's our first podcast interview, so we're excited to.
Man, I kind of let you guys go in deep, right? Just like not only just the video, but also a podcast.
We're doing double whammy.
You guys are amazing. That was so awesome. So just as a background with Lo and Reese, I met them at a psychic fair at my local crystal shop called Crystal Bowl. And they immediately went to their booth, and it was just like, look at all these beautiful things that they have, which is what you see if you are watching on the YouTube channel. You're seeing all the beautiful things that they create with their hands and their energy and their beautiful hearts. So they have a very special story behind it, and I wanted to first ask you guys how you guys found out that maybe you had an empathic journey. Do you guys have one to share? What does it look like? We want to know.
Pretty much for me, since I'm a Pisces, I'm already empathic, as you know, as it is, and just from learning that ability, or say, it's just been, I don't know, it's sorry,
Kind of a trip, right?
I got real nervous. Okay. I don't know. I've just always been an empathic person. Just stepping into a room and feeling the energies of different people, it can be overwhelming.
Oh my God, yeah.
And I've just learned, different techniques on just helping me be that way, and just helping me kind of come off of those energies. I take a lot of baths to help, calm my aura. That's like one thing, especially this time of the year, that I've been doing. Like, there was a time where I pretty much would do one like every single day for 2 weeks. What was it, the retrograde that had just happened?
The grand conjunction.
It was like 2 weeks prior to that, it was like just feeling the emotions of something like major happening. Before I even knew what the conjunction was, before reading about it, you could just feel it.
Yes.
And so I, like, twice a day, I would take baths almost. And I'm like telling myself, like, why do I have to feel like I need to, like I'm overwhelmed, and but that's something that I had to do.
I totally feel you
to
on
help
that. I was the exact same way. I had to take a shower every day.
Yeah. It was crazy. And it's just something to help balance, the energy around us and our aura. But, I mean, that's one of the things that helps me as an empath, is taking a bath.
Yep. And, you're a Pisces.
Yeah, exactly.
For me, I'm a Libra, so I feel like a lot of people gravitate towards me, especially at work. Like, my coworkers are always coming into my office, coming to me, telling me what they're having problems with, like, and I have a lot of relation to them. I can relate to them. I can give them advice, and so I feel like I just relate to a lot of people.
Yeah, and that's like a very like, I don't want to say stereotypical, but like a common trait for somebody who is empathic is that people are very drawn to you, and they're just like, I gotta let some of this off of my chest. And you know, as an empath, you're like, well, I gotta learn how to not carry that with me, right? You know?
Yeah. You got to learn to guard yourself.
Yes.
Yeah.
From those energies.
Yep.
Yep.
Well, and that kind of beautifully segues into why you guys are doing what you're doing, right? Speaking of guarding yourself and protecting yourself, right? So tell us about your journey into what it is that you guys do.
So pretty much, I mean, coming from me, like it was, we kind of had like two separate journeys, and then we both combined our journeys just because we're both blood related sisters, and we talk all the time, and we're into a lot of the same type of things. So for me, it happened in the beginning of this year, and ever since 5G happened, I just got real like I got to do something about it. I like there's pretty much nothing that we can do about it, but if there's things out there, resourceful things that we can use to protect us, then I'm going to try to get those resources and protect us. So that's pretty much how I started it, and then along the lines, go ahead.
So I was living in Sassoon at the time, and I was living next to a cell tower, and I just started researching cell towers and how the effects of EMFs and how that can change our frequency. So I was trying to figure out what I can protect myself and my family from that, and then me and her started talking about the cell towers, and somehow this came about, and we came upon shungite.
I love shungite.
I know the first time we seen you, we asked you if you knew about it. You're like,
yeah. I always got it on.
Someone knew what shungite was,
because we get some people that know a little about it, but you're like, oh, never leave the house without it. Yeah.
I sleep with it every day.
Yeah. Yep. I have it all around our room and all over the house, everywhere.
It's the best.
But yeah, so we just pretty much came together. We were in front of our childhood home. We sat there and we just started thinking about like, what can we do to create awareness and what we can do to protect ourselves and our loved ones from these things that we can't control. So we just came up with AuraShields, and then the next day,
in a matter of like 15 minutes, we came up with this whole idea. And then from that day we put it in motion, and this is where we are now.
That is so crazy and awesome, you guys. And what are for some people that like don't really know about like 5G and some of the EMFs, like can you like elaborate on what some of those things are so that people can understand a little bit more about what that is?
So basically, just from we haven't really had phones for how long now? Like we don't know,
like 15 years.
Yeah,
maybe
we don't know the long-term effects, because obviously they weren't made a long time ago. So for someone, say they came out in the 1920s, we would know the long-term effects on what they would be, because they've been out for a long time. But phones literally have been out past 2000, so cell phones in general. So we don't know, and the long-term effects. But even microwaves, refrigerators, where Wi-Fi routers are now in everyone's home. We don't know the effects of them, but we know that they're there. Get like an EMF tester. You can test the frequencies. That's how things work. So they're harmful EMFs, electromagnetic frequencies, that can alter your DNA.
Oh, whoa. That is serious.
And it's just real. It's real crazy.
And a lot of people that are sensitive to EMFs can get migraines. And then like with the 5G, you have to have, I think they use like millimeter waves, and those can only go so much of a distance that they need to place a lot of towers every 300 feet or so.
Oh my God.
So those towers are going to be closer and more condensed into like different areas, so there's no way that you can like run away from that. It's going to be in the environment everywhere you go.
So if you think about, pretty much imagine a big blanket of microwave radiation around the whole entire world. That's basically a world we're living in.
Oh my God.
A big microwave, pretty much.
That is crazy. And that picture in my head is kind of terrifying, not gonna lie.
Exactly, right?
Yeah.
And it's pretty terrifying. So like I said in the beginning of the year, when I first discovered shungite, we had just moved into this house, and if you look outside, you can see a cell tower right outside of our door.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I even remember, I was just like looking up like, what can we do to help us, with the effects of it. So I had got a little, forgot what it's called. It's like a little net around the PG&E smart meter, because I heard like that's one thing that could be giving you headaches, because I was getting really bad migraines when I had first moved in. And so I did that, and then I got my shungite, and then literally, like, you can tell the difference as soon as you bring shungite into your home. You can tell the difference, because my headaches got less and less and less and less, and now I barely even get them.
Oh wow, that's amazing! All from this little, like, seemingly not like it's just a crystal.
Yes, just a little.
But it's
right here.
It's the only stone that has fullerenes in it, and that is what traps the EMFs, and it basically neutralizes the radiation, so it's less harmful on the body.
What is that that you said? It has what in it?
Fullerenes.
Fullerenes.
It's basically, okay, so we have our little cheat sheet right here to get the correct wording. But basically, shungite is the only known natural mineral to contain fullerenes, which is a crystalline form of carbon and powerhouse antioxidant that neutralizes free radicals. Fullerenes are anti-everything harmful to us, including viruses, bacteria, fungus, pathogens, fluoride, chlorine, and so much more. And they are only found in shungite.
Wow.
Yeah, it's crazy. These three scientists, they won a Nobel Prize because they discovered shungite and the fullerenes that they have in it. So fullerenes, they're anti-everything harmful to us, including viruses, bacteria, fungus, pathogens, fluoride, chlorine, and so much more. They're only found in shungite. And that's pretty much it for that.
A lot of people back then used shungite mainly for water purification purposes. It is found in Russia, near a lake called Lake Onega.
Ooh.
And it's named after a village called Shunga. So that lake was said to have been pure, and so the Tsar Peter the Great, who ruled Russia, he created a spa for his soldiers because they were coming down with diseases and sickness, and once his soldiers bathed in the spa, their diseases and sickness were gone. And that's what the story we read.
Wow.
That's the history, yeah.
So I'm thinking that maybe Crystal Bowl should make a shungite bath, because
yeah. And then there's also the story of an elementary school in Russia. There was a terrorist attack, so a lot of children and teachers were traumatized from what had happened. So they created a special room lined with shungite stones everywhere, and the psychiatrist would go in that room with um, a student, and they noticed that the students were treated way faster in that room compared to, yeah. So that just shows that this stone is very powerful.
And incredibly healing too, not just
Yeah.
protective, like just blocking EMF, but also can heal your actual physical body. Because with other crystals, it's like having to deal with, they always have some kind of like healing property for your physical body, or even like your mind and whatnot, and helping you balance things. But I feel like a lot of times they do more of like, affecting your etheric body and, your spiritual body and that sort of thing. But this is like profound physical healing.
It's basically like an all-in-one stone. It's called the Miracle Stone, and it's said to have started life, or part is a stone that has created life.
Wow.
Or has been a part of it. So
it's even been said before that it can contain, or it does contain, all of the elements in the periodic table.
What? Really?
Yeah.
Oh my
God. It has so many benefits.
Wow.
And maybe that's why it's kind of like an all-in-one crystal, because it has all these different benefits, healing benefits, EMF protection, just everything all in one.
Water purification.
It clears and balances your aura, and it aligns all your chakras.
So basically, it balances your yin and your yang, the feminine and masculine side of you.
Yes. So. Oh my gosh. And I've been like getting so much from like how we're kind of moving from a more masculine ruled energetic into a feminine energetic. And I mean, the wintertime is, profoundly a feminine energetic in and of itself, because, we have the longest nights of the year, which is where the moon is out, and the moon is feminine, right? And the sun is masculine.
Yeah.
And so I feel like the energy right now, just as a whole, is moving into a feminine energetic, and there's so much upheaval with it. Like, I know you guys feel that for sure.
Yeah.
It is like, there's so much resistance that comes with that. Yeah. Like, you just can't escape that feeling of pressure constantly every day, going from this.
Yeah. And then shungite, when you get that pressure, I feel like shungite, personally for me, it's been a big part of my life in shadow and light work, because it's a healing stone. It's called the Miracle Stone of Life. So it opens you up to things that were hidden inside of you, to help you release, to help you heal, to work on those things, and to grow, to flourish, to thrive. Like that's what I get from shungite. Oh, wow. And that's what it does to us as a person.
Yeah. Oh my God. And that is like the healing practice in spirituality, is it not? Like being able to find those parts of you that you really probably don't really like to look at, hence the shadow concept, right? And actually and then finding it and learning how to accept it as who you are, and then move forward in your light work. I mean, that is and that shungite actually helps with that. That's huge.
Yeah.
That's gotta be.
It's crazy. Look into it. For everyone out there who doesn't know about shungite, Google shungite.
Right.
And just see for yourself, or just even put it in your presence and see what it does to you. Like it just has like an ability to make your mind just open up and be optimistic about everything, and it helps you create, it helps you just so many different things that it does. It's a very healing and very powerful grounding stone.
Yeah, it's almost like it kind of moves up your etheric body in a way. I mean, starting from,
Yeah.
your Earth star and then kind of moving up and balancing and clearing everything away so that way you can actually access those powerful emotions that emit from your energetic bodies when they're able to move and flow, right?
Yep.
Dang.
Because we're so full of stagnant energy that it literally pulls it out of you.
Wow.
I mean, that what it does with the EMFs. It just pulls all that harmful negative frequencies, neutralizes it, and pulls it back out. And that's kind of what it does to you. It has you got all this stagnant energy in your body, and it just pulls it in, and you identify it and you see it, and then you nurture that, and then you let it go.
Wow.
And that's just what it does.
I feel like maybe I need more shungite in my life. Like large hunks of it, like just all over the place.
Shungite, you should cleanse it and let it air out and put it in the sun, because it can hold on to those negative energies.
Ooh.
If you don't release it. Yeah.
Ooh.
Just like any other crystal.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I tend to forget because I'm just like, oh, the black stones, they just release all of it. And I'm like, I kind of need to cleanse those puppies too. Like,
yeah. If you do feel like that negative energy start coming back around you, that might give you a sign to cleanse the shungite.
Well, that makes a lot of sense. So you can use it by cleansing it in the sun. Can you use it with any other cleansing medium, like other crystals, or maybe like a salt water bath, or is there anything else that you guys would recommend?
You can rinse it underwater or under shungite water that's already been purified.
You can charge it under a full moon, which is what we do to all of our products. So each piece that we create, we charge all our pieces under a full moon.
That's awesome.
So it's good and ready to go as soon as you get it.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I love that. Have you guys ever made a what is it, like a crystal tincture or a crystal like you put it in water and it makes like an elixir?
Like an intention spray.
Oh, that would be
right.
Good.
Like intention sprays, something like that.
Yeah, or even putting it in like your bottled water. I mean, I don't really know if there's any toxicity to it.
Yeah. No, well, actually, so when I had first got it, the reason why I also got shungite was to purify my water. So there has been studies with shungite water. There has been studies where cancer patients have drank the water and it literally regenerates cells in your body.
They recently did a study on mice.
Wow.
And they were applying shungite topically on the skin, and it showed signs of skin growth.
Wow.
And yeah.
I imagine if that was like, that would be so good for like burn victims or people that have skin issues. Like, because how people have those like rollers with the rose quartz to like calm inflamed skin.
Yeah.
I imagine maybe something with shungite would help with maybe damaged skin.
Yeah.
There was a military base that did have a shungite room as well.
Oh wow.
And they placed their soldiers who had like really bad scars or like had to get surgery, and that helped them with faster recoveries.
Wow. First of all, I'm really impressed that the military actually utilized a homeopathic method. Like, what? That's amazing.
Nobody knows about this stone. Why a lot of people know, and I think they're just hiding the secrets.
I mean, and I've read too, not just with shungite, but I've read because there has to be experiments with crystals in the medical field, and like the advancements we have nowadays. You know that there's experiments on crystals and what they like, how they can help heal people, because hello, like that's what crystals do.
Yeah.
So I feel like it should be normalized in today's society.
Yeah.
Like how crystals can heal people, because it's not, it just doesn't go down just to science. Like it's actually really legit, studies.
Yeah. I'm in it. I'm ready for it, man.
Yeah.
Utilizing non-drug sources, that sounds great.
Herbs and crystals.
Herbs and crystals,
oh my
yeah.
God, and the old life would be so much better with herbs and crystals. Yeah. So yeah, that is so amazing. So you guys make these incredible products utilizing shungite, and it looks like a whole bunch of different crystals in it as well. So does the shungite actually like amplify any of that crystal energy, or does it like, what does it have an interaction of some kind? What do you guys see?
Well, we incorporate copper into our pieces as well. Shungite itself is conductive electrically, so it creates energy. You can test your shungite by getting a battery, 2 wires, and a light bulb, and connecting those, and you can test your shungite to see if it's actually real that way. So if it lights up the light bulb, then that means that you have authentic elite shungite.
And something that I had did before we got an EMF tester was, there's also a test of getting a flashlight. You know, the flashlights that you could take out the back of it and then put in the D batteries or C batteries. Yeah. You take one battery out, because they usually take 2. Take one battery out, put your chunk of shungite in there, close it up, and when it turns on, that's how you know you have real legit shungite. Because there's a lot of synthetic ones out there that other countries have made. So that's one test to make sure it's real legit elite shungite.
Wow. I see a lot of science experiments in my future.
Yeah. It's cool.
Yeah, that is literally like I've never, this is like the shungite mess like episode. And I'm so glad.
But we do have, what you said, we have copper, and then we also infuse aluminum metal in our pieces as well. So basically, like the pyramids, like as an orgonite, when you mix metals and clear quartz and shungite in there, it amplifies the EMF protection. So it amplifies it to neutralize the frequencies. So just like we have like our coasters and our sage and crystal holders, they all pretty much act like an orgonite. So no matter what type of use you use for it, it's gonna neutralize those frequencies.
Oh, I love that. Oh yes, I think I need all of those things. I do have one. I have the piece that I bought from you guys.
Yes. Oh yes, you did.
My beautiful little beach scene with my Tahoe sand and my shungite.
Yes.
So this is what this, I don't know if you, for our audience to see, this is what the shungite looks like in raw form.
Yes.
Yeah, this is the elite shungite. There are 3 types of shungite, and this is the elite. This has about 90% carbon content.
Wow. That's so beautiful.
So all our are used with elite shungite. There's type 2 and there's type 1. So we use type 1 that has the most carbon in it. When a shungite has more percentage of carbon, that's more, basically it's more powerful.
Yeah, more protection.
More protection, yes. So things like with regular shungite, you can use it like to make other types of jewelry, because if you see a lit shungite, it kind of has like a texture to where it's really fragile.
A metallic look.
So it can easily be like, if you drop it, it can easily like break. So that's why when we infuse it in the resin, it will stay intact together.
Oh, interesting. I had no idea it was so fragile. It almost looks like volcanic glass in a way.
Pretty much. Yep.
Yeah, it's so beautiful. And so when you guys, so if you guys put this in like a necklace, is there like a specific crystal that would work best? I mean, because you've got like, you know, if it's sitting right on your chest, I imagine you would want something like, you know, rose quartz or aventurine, like or malachite to, you know, amplify the heart chakra energy, right? But like, would the shungite help with that? Like you said, it's conductive. So would it kind of like help move that chakra energy, do you think? Or is it more like, what would you guys say with that?
I feel like just like how clear quartz can amplify other crystals, shungite, it does the same thing. So pretty much, I feel like, well, not I feel like, but it's known that when you link shungite with other crystals, it does amplify it. I feel like whatever intention or whatever healing benefit you want from it, I feel like the combinations are endless. You pretty much can do whatever with shungite. There's never really a bad combination, because I feel like that's kind of a misconception. Because I mean, that's my personal opinion. I feel like there's not a bad combination that you can do, whether it's shungite or not. I feel like there's two different crystals that you can put together that with your own intentions, you can make that work with whatever you want it, however you want it.
And we went to an event in Stockton, and there was a woman selling crystals next to us. And at the end of the event, we were talking with her, and she gave us a black kyanite crystal. She told us if you put that and shungite together, that's like the perfect combination, and it amplifies it so much.
Yeah. Oh my God.
So,
well, because kyanite is really well known to transfer energy. You know, like in reading anyway, from what I've discovered with kyanite, is that it doesn't hold energy, but like transfers it from one to another, right? So I imagine like with shungite, you might, if you pair it with something else, it'll just exchange those energies. But kyanite.
Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna experiment more with that and shungite too, the kyanite, because she told us that it can be used to make it more powerful. So, I mean, the powerful the better.
Oh yeah. I wanna buy some black kyanite now and play with it with my shungite now, because am I gonna see all the things? Like, that sounds amazing. Like, maybe I will see my spirit guides. Like, let's talk about that. That'd be so amazing. So, okay. So when did you guys start making everything? You said it was like a couple of years ago.
You said when?
Yeah, when?
No, it was this summer we started this.
Oh my God.
Yeah, we came up with the idea, I think, at the end of June, and then we started working on it in July.
Wow. Look at all the things that you guys have made in such a short period of time. That is amazing.
We have more too, but this is just a little. Yeah, we literally, like we said, in front of our childhood home, that was like the beginning of July. So right after that, she made our business cards after that, made our little pamphlets, like within 2 days. We had already, like, as soon as we got home that day, we started ordering like all our supplies on Amazon.
We created our Instagram.
That is
our motto we came up with, our name we came up with, everything that day in front of our parents' house. And our motto is, I don't know if you can see back here, but it's protecting our family and community one crafted piece at a time.
Oh, wow. I love that. And maybe the rest of the state, maybe the rest of the country.
Yeah.
Maybe the rest of the world. Like, let's spread this out.
We got an order from Hungary, And we were like so ecstatic. Like we didn't believe we would get everything we would get in order.
Oh my God.
Out of the country.
Like because we were so new, we started our Etsy. We didn't really know what we were getting ourselves into. So I think that was like a month into making our Etsy. And they bought it was the beach coaster.
Yeah, it was one of the ocean coasters.
Yeah, that they bought. And so after that, we were just like, okay, we did it. Like we made it. We made an out of country sale. So then we're like, well, then we must be doing something right with our promoting and
your marketing and all the things.
Yeah. And like at the beginning, we just wanted to spread awareness. That's like one of our main things. We just want to spread awareness about this miracle stone and what it could bring into your life.
Oh, man, it's almost like I'm pretty sure that you guys just found your thing, like your spark, what your souls are supposed to be doing on this earth. And
yeah,
way to go, you guys. Like, I feel like this is just the very beginning, and it's just gonna spread like wildfire, because I think a lot of people really need and want this sort of thing. You know, they want to feel protected. They want to be able to access those parts of themselves that want to come out, that want to be heard and understood. And if they have something tangible that they can actually hold on to really get to that bit, I would jump all over that for sure.
Exactly.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Okay, so show us the stuff that you are, and talk about the stuff that you guys make, because I showed the thing, and obviously people that are listening to this aren't seeing it, but it's a beach scene. And it looks like blue water, and it's got this beautiful sand from Lake Tahoe, California, with these beautiful pieces of shungite in it. And you can use it as a charging plate, and you can use it. What else can you use this for, you guys?
You can put your jewelry on it, maybe your rings as a display, or you can put a drink on it.
There's you can put your sage on it. You can charge your crystals. Pretty much anything that you can put on, you can use. But what we have first started doing before the coasters was our necklaces, right?
Yes, our pendants.
So beautiful.
If you're listening, you can't see it, but we make all types of different colors, any color you'd like. Each pendant has the shungite stone infused in it. And you can clearly see the stone inside of it.
We started infusing it with aluminum metals to act more powerful as a powerful organite. And pretty soon, you guys, we had just ordered some, instead of these braided leather necklaces, we're going to start using copper necklaces.
Yes.
Yeah, so stay tuned for that, because, that's just a difference we wanted to do, just because it's more of a healing. That's our goal, is to heal everybody. So having the copper, with the shungite. We started also doing we started mixing clear quartz in some of the pieces as well
to amplify.
But other than that, we have ashtrays, we have coasters. We started doing copper rings.
Yes, that's our newest venture. We have about a dozen rings or so. You can check them out on our Etsy. Just look us up at AuraShields, and you can find us easily. But our coasters, we have dried flowers in them with gold flakes.
Real ones.
Or we have the flower of life symbols infused in the ashtrays.
Can you show me that one? I want to see that one. The flower. Oh my God. Oh, for those of you listening, go to YouTube and look at this right now. Oh my God. It's so gorgeous.
I have this tattooed on my arm.
Oh my God. Is that like sacred geometry?
Yeah, sacred geometry, the flower of life.
Oh, I love it, you guys. Those are so beautiful. Wow. And
I'm always teaching my kids everywhere. Like, we like to be in nature. I like to go to the Redwoods, to Bodega Bay, to Tahoe. That's where we spend a lot of our time in the summer.
Ready.
So I like to grab stuff and take stuff home with me. So when we created this, I started putting them into our pieces.
Oh, that is so perfect and beautiful and meaningful. Like, when you told me that you put Tahoe sand in there, I'm like, I was sold already, but this just like seals it, you know?
Because it's already a grounding stone, so also incorporating other things in nature, like the flowers and the sand, it's just making it more come to life.
Yes, and super, even more grounding and connecting to life force energy, which is like, I feel like a lot of people can have a really hard time with, like, especially diving into this practice. Don't you feel like people get super jazzed about like connecting to their spirit guides and like, you know, hearing spirits and like connecting to source energy and like all the up here work, but then this lower chakral area tends to kind of get like kind of ignored a little bit.
Left out. Yep.
Yes. And I feel like being able to connect with the life force energy, Gaia energy, is so incredibly important. I almost feel like it is equally as important than connecting to just source energy. You know what I mean?
It's powerful, right?
Yes, incredibly powerful. I mean, it's all a part of the manifestation journey, you know, and finding, you know, what your purpose is, and you have to connect with both.
Yeah.
So I love that. Oh my God. So do you guys have any examples of your rings? Because I mean, I am super excited about. I mean,
do. So I have one on. I don't know if you can see it. It's little petite little stone. I made this.
Oh my God.
A few days ago. Can you see it clearly?
Kinda, yeah. Oh my God. It looks super intricate and I'm kind of dying a little bit. Like, oh my, you made that?
Yes.
Dang. I'm like blown away. So for those of you just listening, again, you're going to want to go on the YouTube channel and look at it, but it's just this beautiful copper intricate design. Like, I'm just so blown away at your guys's ability. Like, this is beautiful artwork. I mean, dude, I'd rock the shit out of all of that. That's
Shungai really like brought the creative side out of us because we were already into arts and crafts, so we were just trying to figure out a way to like just bring it to life. So I think starting out with our with what we wanted to do, we just been experimenting literally. So all these pieces are literally experiments. Like, and they're not like what we had set in our mind. Like, this is what it's gonna look like. Like, we literally just dibble dabbling with colors and glitter, and that's just how they came out, and we just love them.
Wow. This is definitely your guys' calling, because that's absolutely incredible. I mean, I couldn't walk away from your booth because it was just like, oh my God, these chicks are for real. I'm like, you guys made these? Like,
I know, people always ask us, like, wait, did you make these? We're like, yes.
Sure did. With my own two hands. Oh my God, I could go for broke with all of your guys' stuff. It's incredible. Okay, so do you guys make any earrings?
We started making some. We have one, I don't know where it's at right now, but they were basically like loop earrings with dry flowers and aluminum gold flakes in them.
Yeah.
She'll try to find them. She want to get into making earrings, and then we also want to get into making bracelets also.
Yes, please. I want.
Oh yeah, here she goes. She has them right there. Oh. So the way we infuse it is how we have the flowers laid out, you can't even see the shungite really when you're wearing them.
So that's the back. Wow. You can see the shungite, and then the front. We tried to hide the shungite as much as we could.
because shungite is just so black and noticeable. So we try to hide it as best as we could. Like I mean, but like the beach coasters, they work with the beach.
Yeah.
They look like little in the sand, but other pieces like this one right here, you can't even see the shungite.
Oh yeah. Oh, I love that. And it's just covered with, it's just resin and then all these beautiful flowers, lots of like daisies, calendula. Oh my God.
So this is one of our coasters. Oh. You can even see the shungite.
With the dried flowers.
So if you turn it around.
Wow. And you have all these gold flakes in there mixed in with the shungite. Mm-hmm. Wow.
With all glitter.
So yeah, we don't really have like a theme. At first we were doing some like a galaxy theme, a little sacred geometry, but a lot of butterflies. But we're, like I said, we're just experimenting. So we can be having like a whole different theme like tomorrow. Yeah. We don't know.
Love
it's just
it.
Whatever.
How do we wake up?
It's whatever happens down in the lab.
Down in the lab. Ooh, I love that. Well, have you guys ever considered doing like archangels with some of your stuff? Because like I kind of feel like shungite is like the archangel Michael a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like the powerful protector, you know? Just a smidge.
Yeah, it can happen.
Well, that is...
We're trying to come up with a bracelet. We've gotten a lot of requests for that. Yeah, so we're working on that right now.
Oh, wow. I would love to have that.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
We've gotten the request for bigger pyramids, too.
Dude, yeah, did you guys have any pyramids over there?
Yeah. So this one is fresh.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God.
It's purple. Infused with metal and with the clear quartz point at the top, wrapped in copper.
Oh my God, that's so gorgeous! Wow.
I'll show you one of our pendants close up.
So, like I said, we have all our pendants act like an organite.
Oh God, I need to get one of those because oh my God, it's just amazing. I mean. It's so well done, you guys. And you have this way of like making the embellishments with the copper around the pendulum, you know? And you could probably, I imagine you can use those necklaces as actual pendulums, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
We have those hanging in our car so that it protects us when we drive.
Oh my God. There's so many amazing purposes in just the necklace alone. I can't even, oh my God, I cannot even. This is so incredible.
I don't know. It's kind of like our therapy. Yeah. Being in the lab and creating all these pieces. Because like I said, we were always into art and painting and just everything, drawing. So this resin is a whole different type of thing. Like you get in there and we just start creating things.
Yeah, those earrings were unbelievable. So beautiful with the resin and then the flowers in it. So it looks like they're floating kind of in this little crystal clear, peaceful thing. And then the teeny little shungites on the back. Oh my gosh.
And then we have the coasters that match the earrings just like that. So it's kind of like a set.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Someone ordered, I think, 6. And I think they gave them away as Christmas presents.
Oh my God. Well, that makes sense. I can already hear my sisters going, where are my Christmas presents at, Laura? Like, where are they at, Lorelei? Yeah. Why can't you just get us some Christmas presents from your friends?
Because we've done a couple events so far. I think we have done 3 or 4 now. 4 now at the Crystal Bowl in Brentwood. And they've opened us up to a lot of cool people. Like, every time we go there, we get good vibes. The people are just so nice. It's like everyone's there for the same purpose. To just feel good and, feel loved. And we're always so happy when we get invited to those events. So We'll be there on the 11th in January.
Yay, the 111.
Shout out to the Crystal Bowl, Bianca at the Crystal Bowl. Yes. We love her.
Our first event, we were so nervous. We were just gonna be happy if we sold one, but I think that day we sold 16
pieces.
Yeah, and every time we sell something, we're like, oh, for instance, we sold say we sold 39 pieces in one day. Mm-hmm. We're like 39 pieces sold, but 39 people became aware of this.
Yep. And that's huge. If you do the exponential math with that, that's not just 39 people. That's like, double that, which I can't do that in my head because I'm terrible.
Yeah, they're gonna tell someone, and then it's just gonna
word of mouth. Yeah. That's the the fastest way of communication.
Right.
I mean, Instagram, social media, of course. But we've gotten so many like referrals from other people wanting to buy our stuff. Like, oh, my cousin told me about you. My friend told me about you. We're like, okay. Like they told them the benefits of what Shungai can do. So we're happy. Like when they finally realize and are aware of those benefits.
Yes.
Our very first supporters were our family and our friends.
Yes.
So.
Yeah, and then one of those people turns out to have a podcast.
Yay! Shout out to
Laura. Woohoo! So now you'll have people from across the world hearing about your amazing gift and about Shungai and how much everybody needs it. Like, it's not just like, oh, this type of person needs Shungai. It's like, no, everybody needs it, especially in this day and age where everything has EMF. Everything. Yeah. It's like everything has that caustic energy that is just messing with your etheric and your physical body. I mean, like you said, some of these frequencies can cause cancer. So get hooked up with some Shungai and do some things with it. Make a drink out of it and put it in your house, put it on your body, like get it up in your...
Just research it. See all the harmful effects of all these EMFs because cell phones work, but how do they work? Frequencies. Do you see the frequencies? No, but they're there. It's not just, we're just saying this. We're not just saying these things. Like, look it up. It's science. It's scientifically proven, all these harmful effects. And then look up Shungai, and it will show all these scientific things that Shungai can do.
So get up with the Shungai and find it at AuraShields. AuraShields. Because you guys are doing it in style.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Fashion.
Oh yeah, like, I mean, let me just tell you, I would buy all of those things and wear all of them probably all at the same time because that's me. I'm the weirdo that wears all of the crystals
Right.
all the time. I love my crystal babies. Okay, so tell us how we can find your site, how people can contact you, and all the things. I know you mentioned you have an Instagram and you have some other things. So tell everybody how they can find you and find your wonderful store to purchase stuff.
So you can find us on our Instagram. Again, it's _AuraShields. We also have an email, aurashieldsco@gmail.com. You can find us on Etsy, etsy.com with the /AuraShields. Or you can find us on this lovely podcast with Laura.
I will definitely have a link to all those things in the, in the sources below. Yeah, so that way when people look, they can just click and then go right to you. So that way they can see all the beautiful things that you have and, hopefully buy some stuff to help give them a little bit more protection, help, get a little bit more grounded, get unblocked, and more connected with everybody else and their source and their life force energy. I mean, let's start doing it, people. I mean, I feel like this whole this whole world is shifting into this brand new, density.
Yep.
And we're all feeling it, just like you guys felt that grand conjunction shift. I mean,
yeah,
it is for reals happening right now. And like, not just like in the conjunction, but I mean the pandemic in and of itself. I mean, that is shifting everything. I mean, everything is becoming different now because of all of this happening with the pandemic. So get some shungite, you guys. Shungite. Is there anything else that you guys are working on, or that you're just like doing with your shungite, or with your with AuraShields, or any events coming up that you want people to know about?
We do. Well, we do have that one on the 11th.
Yes.
Other than that, we're just going by month to month to see what's going on.
Yeah, because it is lockdown too.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yes, that's because we live in California.
We're getting shut down, but we're pretty much just creating new things as we go. Because I feel like we're selling more things than we're creating, so we pretty much have to get in the lab like every day and just make sure we have enough products. And it's been real humbling though.
Yeah.
Really humbling. We've had different from like New York, Virginia,
Georgia,
Texas, Tennessee,
Louisiana,
and then the Hungary.
Oh wow.
Etsy's a nice platform for that. Like, so shout out to Etsy too, cause.
But then interacting with the people coming to our booths and just telling them our story and showering them with information. That's like what we love the most.
Yeah, we're out here to plant the seeds and hopefully you run with it.
You know, I always felt like I was like an activist, like years ago, and I always wanted to help people, and I felt like this is our calling. Yeah. This is me helping our community.
Oh my God, that's so beautiful. I am so grateful for you guys, and I'm so grateful that you're doing the work that you're doing, because it's very clearly making a difference in many people's lives. So thank you so much for doing what you're doing, and keep doing it, man, because like we're seeing, we definitely need people like you doing what you're doing. All right, well, I think that we're good. How do you guys feel? You feel good?
Yes.
Yes. That was fun.
It was fun. All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and close out, and thank you guys so much for taking the time to come on here and talk to all of my people, all my light-working, empathic community that likes to hear me talk about things.
We thank you for having us.
Yes,
we're so appreciative of you.
Heck yeah.
This is really cool.
This has been really fun, you guys. I'm so grateful to you guys, and keep doing what you're doing, and I'll probably buy some more stuff because I like all the things. All right, you guys. Well, I will talk to you again soon.
All right. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, everyone. So that covers the very first video recorded episode on Third Eye with Lorelei. Thanks to Reese and Lo from AuraShields for agreeing to be on this incredible journey with me on recording via video and making everybody very much aware now of this absolutely incredible crystal shungite and all of the amazing properties that it has. So if you are interested in buying some of the stuff that they have and supporting their store, you can look in the description under the YouTube video or under the actual podcast itself, and there will be links to their Instagram and their Etsy account. And please, please, please share this episode with people that you love, those that may need a little bit of extra protection, those that may need a little bit of extra high vibes, whatever you think is appropriate. Send this to the people that you care about, and let's spread the love, you guys. So until the next episode, I love you all so much. Thank you again for coming back and listening to me, and to all the people that I've been hanging out with and interviewing and learning about this incredible metaphysical world. So anyhow, until then, love and light to you all.